Hey YouTube, Dan Otto here, the best 3rd/4th tier Pokemon Go battler in the world, coming at you with another viewer submission. Before I get to that, obviously you can see it on screen. I hit Legend this morning, or yesterday morning. I went 17 and 3 in the 4 sets, 3 4 1 sets, and a 5-0 set. So that moved me from 28-30 to 30-29. So hit Legend with the Halloween Cup team that I've been using that has gotten me 400 yellow in like 5 days now. So that video is coming on Monday. Stay tuned for that. There's still like another full week. I think Monday, if I'm not mistaken, the Ultra League Premier starts, but also Halloween Cup runs for another week and a half, maybe something like that. It's on for a bit, so plenty of time to still use the team. So check that video out on Monday. But this video, we are looking at a team submitted by yourmom.com, who also has a YouTube channel. So go link below, go check them out. And they are running a counter. No, they're running a counter. They're running a Scrafty, Whiscash, Nidoqueen. These are all type Pokemon who have play. What I like about this team is, I always, for me, in if you're playing in Great League, you either need 2 counters or 3 counters for Galarian Sunfisk and Bastion, in my opinion. Right? You can run it like you can have a Skarmory or Altaria, but you need to run 2 counter users / 2 Pokemon that can deal with those two. So this team basically has 3, right? You have the Scrafty with the counters, you have and the power punches. You have the Whiscash with the mud bombs, which spam real fast, and then the Nidoqueen has the Earth power, which can hit super effective. And then you have some sort of like Scrafty is gonna be weak to Azu, so you have Nidoqueen there. One weakness I can kind of see on this team is like a flyer to a certain extent, because like if you go against like a Skarmory or something, you're in trouble because you're taking super effective from the on your Scrafty, and you're throwing resisted mud bombs and poison fangs and earth power on that. So that's kind of the only weakness I saw when I just kind of looked at this team off the top of my head. But let's take a look at the battles and see how they played out here. So in the first match, we have Scrafty against Azu. So there you go. So there's your lead loss. Are you going to come directly into... So you're not going to come in right away. Okay, so building up and then coming into the Whiscash. And Whiscash, so I guess Whiscash is going to act as the safe swap on this team for a couple reasons. Well, one, you don't want to show your direct counter right away, because if they're running Azu, they're likely running some sort of answer to Nidoqueen. Like that's a team building like 101 right there, right? Come with Whiscash, and Whiscash has like the Blizzard that can also throw for super effective, and Altaria decides I don't respect that, so I'm not gonna do that. Gets a Blizzard, yeah, throw it. Hopefully, either grab a shield or they're gonna. Oh, so that's nice, because again, Altaria flyers are difficult. Winning switch there is huge, and up a shield, so this is great. Probably gonna have to shield here because everything. Yeah, Ice Beam is going to be super effective, right? So, and at this point, you can Poison Jab counter, or Poison Jab, Poison Fang down. You may have to take another Ice Beam because they were ahead on energy, I think. Yeah. So do you shield? This is gonna hurt a lot if you let it go. Yeah. So and they reset, and there's your Skarmory. So it's going to come down to, you're lucky you're up a shield. So being up a shield may not be the worst, because Skarmory's half steel, so you're still doing neutral with you're doing neutral with the counters, and you'll do neutral with the foul plays. So you have to shield this up. In between the power counters and foul plays, you should be able to take this out. Yeah, lucky you had such a huge advantage. So in general, it's not a good matchup there against that, but in this case, you managed to work around it. This is tricky still. If they're smart, they're going to try and build up to like 9 like as much energy as they can, so they can just go back to back here, because if they don't, they can easily be taken out with the Nidoqueen. So there's the one. Oh, you have a move anyway, so that's okay. Yeah, their only one condition was like try and get 100 energy, so that they only needed one more bubble, but you already had the move. So good win, considering you had to face an Altaria and a Skarmory, which I said were the 2 weaknesses to this team. But yeah, it just kind of worked out that they didn't shield the Blizzard, and you had energy on the Scrafty. Decent lead. In comes a Skarmory. That is not a wing attack, or what? Which one is that? I forget the move, but it's not the normal one. They quit. Okay. They're like, maybe they realize they're running the wrong move too. And then they're like, oh, gotta go set that change eye. Skarmory on the lead. So another tough lead here with really nowhere to go. Whiscash, again, Whiscash doesn't have an amazing matchup, right? Because you're resisted. The ground type is resisted. You've got to throw the Blizzard and hope they don't shield. And they get out of there with the Scrafty. So Scrafty may be able to just ramp up here. The good news is, yeah, Whiscash is just so spammy that these Mud Bombs just, if you can probably get one more off and grab a shield here. Yeah, so you're going to grab one shield, so that's good. And Whiscash is one of those Pokemon that I hate running and I hate going against. Because, like, in certain, like the Altaria matchup, for example, you either throw the Blizzard and it lands, which is amazing, or you throw the Blizzard and it gets shield, which is brutal, or you try and bait and it gets called, which is brutal. Or, I mean, you could bait and it doesn't get called and they shield, which is awesome, but I don't like that style of game. Like I've mentioned multiple times, I'm not one to play the baiting game. I'm more for just like grab a shield or do damage. That's kind of like my style. So now, yeah, I don't think he would have got to foul play. So I think just doing any sort of chip damage, even though this is not going to do much. And they bank it and go into Altaria. Yep. Okay, well, I'm glad you're showcasing these really, really tough team comps for you here. Because, yeah, you got nowhere to go. I guess the poison is hitting for neutral here. Oh, good catch. Really good catch. Was one of your probably only chances of getting out of this matchup. Poison Fang still, I don't think it's going to do a ton. I guess it's hitting for neutral here. Yeah, it does hit for neutral. You're probably still going to need to shield. Ooh, you get to the move, so they're going to have to shield if they're going to want to get one off here. And I assume they would because they're probably at a Sky attack. I forget what they have in the back already. Oh yeah, the Skarmory. This is tough. I mean, a Poison Jab would, Poison Fang would take it out from here, but ooh, Brave Bird. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, so this team is a bit weak to Flyer. So you can, I don't even know how you would address that. You'd have to change the whole team comp to address a Flyer. Go with like a, you can't go with like Galarian Stunfisk because then you're double weak to fighting. Anyways, bait, and they call the baits again. This is why I hate baiting. It's you look like a genius when it works out. You look like an idiot when it doesn't work out. So that's why I just go for the foul play. Just grab a shield or do damage. But they're just throwing resisted shadow balls at you, and that is a lot of damage. I guess yeah, I'm surprised they didn't go for the bubble beam first. But Venusaur coming in, you are buffed up, so this is actually a pretty good situation. You can't give up switch here because you can't have your Whiscash. Okay, you can give up switch. You hope they don't switch out. Okay, they didn't switch out. So maybe they're weak in the back to it. I don't like that switch out for two reasons. For one reason. No, not two reasons. One reason. Had they switched out immediately after into, it depends what their back is. Maybe their back is like Azu and they're weak to you anyways. Yeah, I'm guessing it's like an Azu, so they're weak to you. But let's say they weren't weak to like Azu and they could take out your Nidoqueen, and then you're left with a Whiscash against a Venusaur, and that's a terrible situation to be in. So in that next case, maybe it's probably worth just going down and then having alignment, but it seemed to work out here. Scrafty or Scrafty here. I know they came in. I forget. I didn't see what their first Pokemon was, but they decided, so we're just gonna counter down here. Ooh, and now they're gonna take switch, which is rough. I know what you're thinking, hoping you can counter them down. You gotta protect switch, I think. If you're doing 2v2, you need to protect switch. That's what they have here. They have an Umbreon. I go right for the Blizzard. Yeah. Umbreon's, I mean, I don't want to, they probably will shield this one, but no, yeah, I was about to say, Umbreons typically don't shield, right? Because that's their main goal, is just to be a sponge of energy. So throwing the Blizzard is the right move there. Foul play. Yeah, I'd maybe bank the move and come in with Nidoqueen at this point. Again, I don't know what they have in the back, so they maybe think it's Blizzard, but they may not. Okay, so they do shield it, so that's good shield. Oh, and it's a Hypno. Game over. That's rough. Not much you can do. Yeah, I think you got to try and go for the nuke here to get this out of here, but that's a rough backline. Oh, it still doesn't do anything. Can they? I don't think they can get you all the way down. So that this, I don't know if you're going to grab a shield here or if they can just, you will grab a shield. They are loaded with energy though. Even resisted thunder punches and ice punches are still going to, oh, they go for the nuke. I was about to say, I think you just go for the back-to-back fire punches or whatever they have, thunder punch. It's resisted, but when your opponent's that low anyways and you have a full health, not full health, but like a 70%, 60%, 50%, so 50, 60% health Umbreon. Yeah, even a Blizzard's not going to take him out. So tough there. It's okay. So that's team. This is one where I like individual parts more than the actual team because the flyer Altaria Skarmory is tough for this team. You can't have like the Mud Shot, Mud Bomb, and Poison Jab, Poison Fang, Earth Power backline to take out a flyer. You need to land a Blizzard, and you're playing the bait game. Again, I don't like that, but how would I make this team better? Okay, like I said, you need something for a flyer, which could be like an ice. And you have, but you don't want to just do straight ice because then you're going to be weak to glare. Oh, I shouldn't put my hand in front of the microphone because then you'd be weak to glare and Stunfisk. So how would I? You can do the Bastion's weak to fighting. Then Stunfisk is weak to fighting. If you did like a safe swap Frostlass, you can still get the Shadow Balls off, so maybe do some chip damage in those matchups. So Frostlass maybe not a terrible, because at least it takes neutral to fighting because it's half Ghost. Or is it resisted because Ghost is double resisted? So yeah, anyways, thanks for the submission. Go check out their channel. And like I said, Monday, stay tuned for the Legend Run team. It's probably going to be a longer video because I did go from 2600 to 30 to 3020, plus I'm going to play it in a couple days on the weekend, so hopefully I can grind to the leaderboard with it, but we'll see. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.